two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. Seems like when these two get together, it's always a slugfest, and Alabama won a close one last season.
Yeah, it was Alabama that finished out the 12th round in that slugfest, too. It usually seems like the team that lands the last big haymaker wins, and that was the Tide last time.
Well, I think that's why it's so important getting out the gates early. Both these teams know each other, don't like each other. Get out the gate strong.
Options galore here, second and just a few inches. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game,
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to pass, it's Levitt. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught, it's Brown. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. A strike downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Running the red zone, it's Berry. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keep it on the ground. And he's in! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now, here's second and long. Throwing, Mack. Pulls it in, it's Rodgers. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented.
Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Working the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Levin. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Berry. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Off play action. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Austin Mack fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Mack to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Quarterback keep. Hard running there. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Made another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Mack. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. LSU quick to the line. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Using the quick game. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Gets it out fast. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Somehow fits it into that traffic. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll move the wide receiver. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mack. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Blue 22. Dropping back, it's Mack. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Running inside. It's Hill. Could be an alley.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Austin Mack rushes on him. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. All Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Harris.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. LSU right back to the line. Back to throw, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Berry. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Just feeds the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. They'll run for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Timeout. By LSU, that's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown LSU! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The LSU Tigers offense will get first crack at it today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys, he saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
They'll run it on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing it...
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Austin Mack. They get to him as he throws. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
And man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration, just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do, starting the game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building, now it goes swinging right back to the other side.
Makes the grab. It's Harris. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Off play action on first down. Touchdown, Tiger. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers' offense will take the field first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Back to pass, it's Levin. It's complete to the left. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. They'll try to get the ground game going against what looks like a tough matchup for him. We'll see if this backer can keep him in check. Using his legs, it's Hill. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Mack makes the grab. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Going to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offense.
He's going to throw deep right side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
Kill. 214 close. 214 close.
Throwing Mack. Makes the grab on the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The offense changing the play. Mack to throw for it on 4th. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mack. The screen, he can go. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Again, it's Mack. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. In the red area, it's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll go play action with Mack. Quickly complete. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Near the goal line, everybody thinks more physical, bigger bodies. They're going to run the ball up the middle. How about this offense? Gives them a little change-up, gets the ball on the perimeter right now, fools the defense, and they get in for the touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Pulls it on the option. Here's a little room there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're...
Open field on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Extra point here will tie the game.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Austin Mack shoots it to the left. The short hands, it's 4. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Got his man. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Fourth down, Austin Mack. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's Green. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Could not make his way to the corner. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. To the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Run in the red zone, it's Berry. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw, it's Levitt. Bringing the heat. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on the goal-to-go situation, they break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't.
Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. He's at the 50, inside the 30. He's at the 10, and it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Alabama!
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And he puts through the extra point. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the tie. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Watkins. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's Levitt. Bears the pressure. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Mack. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Complete to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ollie, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, I caught up with the tight head coach at the half. One of the things he pointed out to his team is the rivalry has to mean more to them here in the second half. They've gotten out to a great start. At home, they're able to ride the momentum of this crowd, but as you know, everything gets more heated, more intense in these big rivalry moments, and they want to meet the moment. I'll keep you posted on what that energy feels like down here on the field. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you. Got the back over the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Wants to adjust the pattern. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23?
Ready. Move 30. Move.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speed.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Back to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Throwing, Mack. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Mack. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. He'll take it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Austin Mack finds his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Fourth down, Austin Mack fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory. And
there's a crease.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
With the catch, it's 4. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone.
Kill. 886, bouncer.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Mack. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's gone! And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That turnover on the last possession was a killer. Now it's a 2-score game, and they've got to get things going right now. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the...
There he goes! Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. LSU quick to the line. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
To throw, it's Levin. Pocket breaking down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. He's got him. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Pass is knocked away, incomplete, and how good is it to have a linebacker who can cover that much ground? So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Got his man to the left. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Just keep slinging it. Oh, they're after him. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking to throw on third. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Brought down at the 2-yard line and just a couple of steps away from the pick six. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to the well. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the defense, 2:09 remaining on the clock.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Crosses to 30. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Timeout on the field, 2:03 remaining. The defense trying to manipulate that clock and maximize the time with the 2-minute timeout coming up. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Alabama pushing the tempo. Goes to the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Hey, kill it, kill it. Kill. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Might be calling a hot route. Mack to throw for it on 4th. Hit as he throws. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The screen, he's got wheels.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Pucks it out of the air. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Makes the catch. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Under fire. Incomplete into the end zone, but I think this offense is going to get nabbed for a penalty. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure coming. He gets away. And they get him for the sack. It looked as if he was going to be well protected, but this defense stayed after him. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throwing right. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Ollie, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Might be changing the route. Throwing Mack. Lofts one high and deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a